Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into Wasabi Aquarium channel. In this video, I'd like to share how to remove black beard algae on stones in aquariums. I've talked about measures against aquarium plants or algae many times in the bunch of previous videos, but in this episode, we are looking into the other solution. I've mainly explained the mechanism or prevention, such as how to prevent algae or what causes algae, which is pretty much about the environment of your aquarium in the previous videos. But now, I'd rather focus on how to deal with it right away. Let's say you're in trouble with its outbreak and need to clean it up right now. Please check out the previous video in order if you are interested in the actual cause and measures against black beard algae. I put the links of these videos below. I believe these videos would be more helpful for you then. I have prepared a planted aquarium with a lot of black beard algae inside. I show you how to clean black beard algae with this. The reason why I chose the aquarium like this is that planted aquariums with carpeting plants are more likely to have black beard algae than the one with hollow stem plants like Rotara rotundiflorea or Miriamat grosset. These kind of stem plants are more capable to absorb nutrients that makes the aquarium with less dirt and keeps them clean. However, carpeting plants are less capable to absorb nutrients, and that makes it hard to maintain the clean water quality, which means that grassland aquariums are likely to get extra dirt with extra nutrients. I assume many people put ver.① stone in your grassland aquariums like this. ver.① stones actually make water harder and raise its pH. This actually creates the perfect environment for black beard algae. The harder water gets, the harder algae you are likely to have because the quality of algae changes then. What we have right now is the aquariums with black beard algae like this. I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. To sum it up, we are going with hands. This is actually the best solution. I'm using these three tools, Proba series and ProPicker of Aqua Design Amano, which I call ADA in short now. These tools make everything perfect in terms of removing black beard algae. I'm mainly using the metal hard brush. As you can see, it is a little winded and worn off as I use it all the time. However, that actually makes it even much handier for me. Removing with hands are the best. I guess some people might think why or even guess letting animals such as amano shrimps and Siamese algae eaters eat algae is a better solution. To be honest, it's actually not that effective and takes much more time. It would surely be nice if you take advantage of these tank mates, but apparently black beard algae doesn't taste good, and these animals are not willing to eat it very much. Removing them with your hands are the best. I am showing how to remove black beard algae with this pro brush hat now. Okay, let's take a look at a stone with black beard algae right here. Can you see the fluffy algae, which is waving in the water? You can find it over here as well. You get to see a little outbreak in the aquarium. But to tell you the truth, I've actually removed 80% of it last week. I cleaned up most of it. Also, I did a quick experiment. I thought many viewers would wonder how scattered black beard algae in the aquarium would be after brushing them off from the stone, or be scared of black beard algae breeding everywhere in the aquarium. I sprinkled some black beard algae after shaving them off from the stones with a brush. and left the filter on them. I was hoping to see what it was going to be like. And it did actually work out. The inlet of the filter vacuumed the scattered black beard algae, and it died out inside because of lack of light, and bacteria eventually decomposed it. That means there is no problem, even if you leave black beard algae in the water after shaving it off. I understand some of you feel it uncomfortable or even disgusting to leave black beard algae in the water. In that case, just stop the filter and start cleaning with a brush. Scoop black beard algae after brushing them off, put a sponge in the inlet, and gather the rest of it. I would say gathering algae with a sponge could be better, but you can stick to the way of leaving it in the water and letting the filter vacuum it. It doesn't matter. You can choose any way you like it. First things first, let's clean up right here. This fluffy one. You can see it waving in the water. I'll be getting rid of it since it doesn't look pretty at all. I'll be using this 88 Pro brush which I showed you earlier. It's made of wires, so that makes it easier and quicker to clean up. It looks quite hard. There we go. It is literally everywhere in the water. I'll just leave it following the aerial experiment. I have the filter on. Just take out the stones and clean them with any kind of scrubbing sponges outside of the aquarium if they are not fixed. That will be much faster. This brush is useful if the stones are fixed and you can take them out of the aquarium. Let's clean right over here too. Next, I'm removing this one like this. This one is quite tough too. I believe there are many kinds of ADS brushes, but the harder one like this is the best to remove such black beard algae among many kinds of ADS brushes. Brushing and scratching the surface of the stone like this much. That is totally fine. The brush is quite powerful enough to change the color of the stones. That doesn't bother hard and tough stones like real stone. You might have to be careful with stones with softer surface, not to shave them off too much. But for real stone, it is totally fine. That also makes real stone get black beard algae on them easily, because they keep water harder. But you can solve it with this hard brush. I scattered it all over, but just let them vacuum into the filter as usual. I recommend this normal type of 88 brush if the stones are softer and crumbly. The brush is much softer. It doesn't damage these kind of stones. It is less powerful than the harder one, of course, but it is less likely to get the materials hard. You can use them depending on the materials. This Pro Picker of 88 is actually good if you find tiny little black beard algae. You can scratch and remove specific algae with this picker, which means the stones get the least scratches or damages. I have shared the tools in the previous videos, so I put the links below. The picker is just for small amounts of the dirt. For the large amount, the brushes I use area would be better. Use these 3 tools in different ways. So, how was the video? I've shared how to remove and clean black beard algae on stones. Getting rid of it with hand might just sound simple, but it is actually the quickest way. Cleaning it with your hand is better than using algae-eating animals. It is hard to remove algae on plants, so you could let the tank mates take over. But I highly recommend using your hands in terms of algae on materials, as it's quicker. We are talking about algae on stone this time, so I used the hard brush and shaved off the algae. You need to be careful when you remove algae on delicate materials such as driftwood. I recommend looking for the actual cause of black beard algae if your aquarium often gets full of it and starts to look dirty again, like within a week after cleaning. There might be something wrong with the environment of the aquarium. Otherwise, you'd have to keep brushing the stones forever. That is not something fun to do every day. So please check out Aquarium Algae Problem series in Wasabi Aquarium channel if your aquarium gets black beard algae frequently. I shared how to pin down the causes and their solution in this video. They will be helpful for you. Since algae is a lifetime issue and problem for aquarists, I'm going to share something about it from now on as well. So, keep tuning into the channel. Algae waste beautiful aquascape and composition, and they just catch your eyes, which is pretty much annoying. It is such a waste of algae looking noticeable in the perfectly balanced composition. Let's go for clean and pretty aquariums without algae by cleaning it up. Or other topics you want me to share, leave a comment below. It is hard for me to answer every single comment on the video, so if the same question is asked many times by different viewers, you might see my comment or answer as another episode. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to Wasabi Aquarium channel. Thank you for watching.